They looked expectingly to him, and they became bright, and their faces are not ashamed.
Ascribe greatness to Yahweh with me, and we exalt his name together.
Today's reading from the Old Testament, Leviticus chapter 26, verses 1 through 46. You do not make idols for yourselves, and you do not set up carved image or standing image for yourselves, and you do not put a stone of imagery in your land to bow yourselves to it. For I am your God Yahweh. You keep my Sabbaths and you revere my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. If you walk in my statutes and you keep my commands and have done them, then I have given you your rains in their season, and the land has given her produce, and the tree of the field gives its fruit. And the threshing has reached to you, and the gathering reaches to the sowing time, and you have eaten your bread to satiety, and have dwelt confidently in your land. And I have given peace in the land, and you have lain down, and there is none causing trembling. And I have caused evil beasts to cease out of the land, and the sword does not pass over into your land. And you have pursued your enemies, and they have fallen before you by the sword. And 5 of you have pursued 100, and 100 of you pursue a myriad, and your enemies have fallen before you by the sword. And I have turned to you, and I have made you fruitful, and I have multiplied you. I have established my covenant with you. And you have eaten old store, and you bring out old because of the new. And I have given my dwelling place in your midst, and my soul does not loathe you. And I have habitually walked in your midst, and I have become your God, and you become my people. I am your God Yahweh, who has brought you out of the land of Egyptians, from being their servants, and I break the bars of your yoke and cause you to go erect. And if you do not listen to me and do not do all these commands, and if you kick at my statutes, and if your soul loathes my judgments, so as not to do all my commands, to your breaking my covenant, I also do this to you. I have even appointed trouble over you, the consumption and the burning fever, consuming eyes and causing pain of soul. And you have sowed your seed in vain, and your enemies have eaten it. And I have set my face against you, and you have been struck before your enemies, and those hating you have ruled over you, and you have fled when there is none pursuing you. And if up to these you still do not listen to me, then I have added to discipline you 7-fold for your sins, and I have broken the pride of your strength, and have made your heavens as iron, and your earth as bronze, and your strength has been consumed in vain, and your land does not give her produce, and the tree of the land does not give its fruit. And if you walk with me in opposition, and are not willing to listen to me, then I have added to you a plague 7-fold, according to your sins, and sent the beasts of the field against you, and it has bereaved you, and I have cut off your livestock, and have made you few, and your ways have been desolate. And if by these you are not instructed by me, and have walked with me in opposition, then I have walked, I also, with you in opposition, and have struck you, even I, 7-fold for your sins. And I have brought in a sword on you, executing the vengeance of a covenant, and you have been gathered to your cities, and I have sent pestilence into your midst, and you have been given into the hand of an enemy. In my breaking your staff of bread, then 10 women have baked your bread in one oven, and have given back your bread by weight, and you have eaten and are not satisfied. And if for this you do not listen to me, and have walked with me in opposition, then I have walked with you in the fury of opposition, and have disciplined you, even I, 7-fold for your sins. And you have eaten the flesh of your sons, and you eat the flesh of your daughters. And I have destroyed your high places, and cut down your images, and have put your carcasses on the carcasses of your idols. My soul has loathed you. And I have made your cities a ruin, and have made your sanctuaries desolate, and I do not smell your refreshing fragrance. And I have made the land desolate, and your enemies who are dwelling in it have been astonished at it. And I scatter you among nations, and have drawn out a sword after you, and your land has been a desolation, and your cities are a ruin. Then the land enjoys its Sabbaths, and all the days of the desolation, and you are in the land of your enemies. Then the land rests, and has enjoyed its Sabbaths. It rests all the days of the desolation, for that which it has not rested in your Sabbaths, in your dwelling on it. And those who are left of you, I have also brought a faintness into their heart, into the lands of their enemies, when the sound of a leaf driven away has pursued them, and they have fled as in flight from a sword, and they have fallen, and there is none pursuing, and they have stumbled on one another, as from the face of the sword, and there is none pursuing, and you have no standing before your enemies. And you have perished among the nations, and the land of your enemies has consumed you. And those who are left of you, they consume away in their iniquity, in the lands of your enemies, and also in the iniquities of their fathers, they consume away with them. And if they have confessed their iniquity, and the iniquity of their fathers, in their trespasses, which they have trespassed against me, and also that they have walked with me in opposition, when I also walk in opposition to them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies, if then their uncircumcised heart is humbled, and then they accept the punishment of their iniquity, then I have remembered my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham. I remember, and I remember the land. And the land is left by them, and enjoys its Sabbaths in the desolation without them, and they accept the punishment of their iniquity, because they have kicked against my judgments, and their soul has loathed my statutes. And also even this, in their being in the land of their enemies, I have not rejected them, nor have I loathed them, to consume them, to break my covenant with them. For I am their God Yahweh. Then I have remembered for them the covenant of the ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt, before the eyes of the nations, to become their God. I am Yahweh. These are the statutes and the judgments and the laws which Yahweh has given between him and the sons of Israel and Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Today's reading from the New Testament, Mark chapter 10, verse 39 through chapter 11, verse 7. And they said to him, We are able. And Jesus said to them, Of the cup indeed that I drink of, you will drink, and with the immersion that I am immersed with, you will be immersed. But to sit on my right and on my left is not mine to give, but to those for whom it has been prepared. And the 10, having heard, began to be much displeased at James and John. But Jesus, having called them near, says to them, You have known that they who are considered to rule the nations exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority on them. But not so will it be among you. But whoever may will to become great among you, he will be your minister. And whoever of you may will to become first, he will be servant of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be ministered to, but to minister, and to give his life as a ransom for many. And they come to Jericho, and as he is going forth from Jericho with his disciples and a great multitude, a son of Bartimaeus, the blind, was sitting beside the way begging. And having heard that it is Jesus the Nazarene, he began to cry out and to say, The Son of David, Jesus, deal kindly with me. And many were rebuking him that he might keep silent. But the more abundantly he cried out, Son of David, deal kindly with me. And Jesus, having stood, he commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying to him, Take courage, rise, he calls you. And he, having cast away his garment, having risen, came to Jesus. And answering, Jesus said to him, "What do you will I may do to you?" And the blind man said to him, "Rabboni, that I may see again." And Jesus said to him, "Go, your faith has saved you." And immediately he saw again, and was following Jesus in the way. And when they come near to Jerusalem, to Bethphage and to Bethany, to the Mount of Olives, he sends forth 2 of his disciples. And he says to them, "Go away into the village that is in front of you, and immediately entering into it, you will find a colt tied, on which no one of men has sat. Having loosed it, bring it. And if anyone may say to you, 'Why do you do this?' say that the Lord has need of it, and immediately he will send it here." And they went away and found the colt tied at the door outside, by the 2 ways, and they loosed it. And certain of those standing there said to them, "What do you loosing the colt? And they said to them as Jesus commanded, and they permitted them. And they brought the colt to Jesus and cast their garments on it, and he sat on it. Today's reading from the Psalms, chapter 34, verses 1 through 6. By David in changing his behavior before Abimelech, and he drives him away, and he goes. I bless Yahweh at all times. His praise is continually in my mouth. In Yahweh my soul boasts herself. The humbled hear and rejoice. Ascribe greatness to Yahweh with me, and we exalt his name together. I sought Yahweh, and he answered me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked expectantly to him, and they became bright, and their faces are not ashamed. This poor one called, and Yahweh heard, and saved him from all his distress. Today's reading from the Proverbs, chapter 6, verses 29 and 30. So is he who has gone into the wife of his neighbor. None who touches her is innocent. They do not despise the thief when he steals to fill his soul when he is hungry.
I have also brought a faintness into their heart in the lands of their enemies. The sound of a leaf driven away has pursued them, and they have fled. Rabboni, that I may see again. And they loose it. So is he who has gone in to the wife of his neighbor. None who touches her is innocent. They do not despise the thief when he steals to fill his soul when he is hungry.